must capitalize off of mistakes in order to clutch. Unless if your aim mechanics go stupid, you have to understand what mistakes your opponents might make in order to position yourself to make them pay for their stupidity. I want you to think about clutching like this. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So be confident that your opponents will overextend when you face multiple opponents. When facing 3 or more threats, you must urgently find the nearest avenue to tip the scale. No hesitation, just do. Once you relieve tension, you can utilize time to make your opponents uneasy, as well as playing in an unorthodox spot to catch them unaware when you know they must push you. In every clutch, you need to understand time restraints of yourself and the enemy. I love to use smokes when trying to delay and survive. Getting lost in the mist, so to speak, always works well for my playstyle. A huge tip for this is relying on the minimap for movement and info while inside of smokes. You're like the monster in horror films. Lull your victims into a sense of uncertainty while striking when they must make a move. You will see lots of gamers panic when you do this to them. Mind games are my favorite part of CS. When facing a lesser buy, I notice my randoms tend to get caught out by opponents playing uniquely as they want to take a risk. This will put you into clutches when you play like a schizo. It's how you should play CS. Always expecting someone around every corner. The key is to expect secondary peeks. This means the instant you get an opening kill, you are prepared for the next closest options that you think someone can swing from. When you have that mental image of where your opponents are likely to push from and pair it with a knowledge of action equals reaction, you start to be able to pull threads and have more readiness than your adversaries even when they have the number advantage. In this clutch, I used a flash to create an illusion my position hasn't changed, and I know this worked as the op pre-fired when the flash popped. Now I know lane and arches are the only positions they should expect because they know my time is limited. I'm hoping to find an easy headshot to create my 1v1, but instead my teammate was paying attention and saw the info of 2 players on site. Did you catch it? The essence of surprise is everything, so learn to use every second when dissecting tough situations. Use this as an example that clear comms win rounds. Diving into my thought process here in this 1v3, I delayed to give the option that I went to either site to help spread my opponents out as they became more unsure. Since alley is smoked, I assume ramp is being watched and take a gamble on getting a timing through the smoke. Notice how the ramp player was caught off guard because before pushing the smoke, I knew someone was likely over there clearing. That is how to use assumption to take a risk. When at a disadvantage, that is the time to gamble. Now that I created a 1v1 in a post plant, I want to cut noise and move my position as far away from my last engagement as possible. Playing time will always be the safest way to ensure round wins, so if you take anything from this video, it should be that. This last 1v3 clutch shows all of the things I talked about. Being swift in finding fights early in the disadvantage, utilizing conditions to delay to put pressure on opponents, taking angles that are unexpected and unique, all while understanding the time constraints and not rushing in stressful moments. Taking a breath and being certain in your decisions will lead to more clutch situations ending your way. As always, be confident and believe in yourself while having some fun. These situations get my teeth showing and my heart pumping. So I hope you feel the same way.